Didn't happen in 49, 61, 63 or 69 when they reached the final. But the class of 2021 have delivered. Leicester City are FA Cup winners at last and are history makers at Wembley.
Hello, Matt Elliott here.
Hi, Alan Smith here.
Hey guys, Ian Hume here.
Hi everybody, Jerry Taggart here.
Be sure to watch
Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV
for all the latest Leicester City news and information.
You can also subscribe on YouTube and various social media channels
for the latest updates and news on Leicester City Football Club.
Come on, you foxes!
The Leicester Till I Die shop is now open.
For all your Leicester Till I Die merchandise,
visit the Leicester Till I Die shop at our website.
They have blown their rivals away. They have blown us all away in truth. Premier League champions 2016. The amazing Leicester City.
Till I Die TV, your first choice for everything Leicester City. Tune in and join in now.
Right, Chris.
All right, they're back. How are we all? How the devil are we? Yeah, it's not exactly like the draw for the Champions League, is it? But you notice that the Europa League was the warm-up show for us. Hey, I'm trying to build this up a bit here. Help me out. Is Leicester Till I Die, and we're here to do a live coverage of the last 16 draw for the Europa Conference League. God, I wish they'd called it something better.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event of the evening. 60 minutes of football fun and banter with Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV. Are you ready? Let's get ready to rumble.
I'm going to bring my guests in a minute. We'll just quickly go through some comments here. Ant, you're supposed to be working, young man. What are you doing? Naughty. You'll get detention. We're on our way to Albania. We're on our way. Hasn't quite got the ring about it, has it? Hayden, good morning, sir. How are you? If I say good evening, it's because I'm normally on at that time. Come on, you foxes. Cyber Leader, West Ham. How are you, mate? I am good. How are you feeling with the Seville draw? We beat them. We beat them in the last 16 in the Champions League. Should do it, mate. Dan and Marty in the back, Pats and Daka in attack. You are doing your best to try and start a new song here, aren't you, Ant? Yeah. West Ham got Sevilla. Yeah, will they be only the second team to beat them in Europe? We was the first one, weren't we? Coming up in March, Cyber. So I'm going to bring that up in a second. Mike, good morning, sir. Yeah, I'm going to bring that up in a second. And Doug, I wonder who Celtic got. Message Chris Sutton and ask him. Terry, good morning. How are you? I'm back online after the storms. Did you have it bad? Did you have the bad wind? There we go. Oh, hang on, they're coming in. And we're with you in 1 second, Stephen. I'm getting a lot of comments here. Celtic may get a team that know what they want to call themselves. Well, they won't get anybody. They're not in. Brennan is still here. We'll enjoy the away day, but not the football. By the way, Brendan is incredible. Covering all your bases there, Kyle. Good morning. How are you? Facebook users, I think we can win this competition. We're due a European trophy. We've got everything in England. Cyber reckons they can beat Seville. That is the new song, Chris, says Brad. Celtic are the only team to be knocked out of the Champions League, Europa League and Conference League in one season. History making. Like it, Doug, like it. Big up. And that's Charlie. Good evening, Charlie. Good morning, good afternoon. I'll cover it all. Hi, Scott. Thanks for joining us. Pack your bags, Chris. City's on the way. Good old Celtic, always achieving things in Europe. Always rely on Celtic, can't you? They made it to Europe. I don't know whether this gentleman is not. He's being distracted. He's being distracted by some Brazil highlights here.
Yeah, man. It's probably Hamilton's best ever performance. So yeah, I'm going to turn it off straight away.
Is it Formula One? Is it? I thought you meant the Brazil football team. You know.
No.
Morning, Max. How are you? I mean, all joking aside, and we have the banter that we're in, we're out, you know, and etc. But you at the Stasi, you didn't want this competition as an Arsenal fan. I mean, do you now, when you're doing well in the league, you could get top four? Do you sit there now and think, oh, yeah, I wouldn't mind a bit of European football, even if it was the conference?
Not really, because the Conference League is not where I want to be. In the end, our main focus this season is trying to get back to top four, so we can then push on to then go and main, which is my long-term project. The long-term idea was to get into the top four, so then we can then go on and get the long-term target, which is trying to go win the league. I know we're not going to achieve that in one season, so that's why I'm saying the year out of football has probably done us the world of good, because then we can focus on each game as it comes. And if we've had this, I think this would be more of a distraction rather than us getting to where we want to be, which is we want to win a title. And the only way
some of us, mate,
do that is get to
some of us, it's all we've got. So Brad says, Stephen, who did Arsenal get, mate? Asking for a friend. But well, let's have a look at the conference. Let's just go through some basic information.
I swear you're in the Europa League, weren't you?
I was sorry. What was that? Sorry.
I was going to say, I swear you're in the Europa League, weren't you?
We were, but like Man United, we weren't good enough in one league, so we dropped down in the second. Believe you me. Actually, I don't agree with this at all. I think we should be out of Europe.
Yeah,
you know, we failed in the Europa League. We shouldn't drop into the conference. I've always said that about the Champions League to the Europa League, so I can't not say it for this. So yeah, it is what it is. It's the round of 16. You know, it will take. Sorry, carry on.
Sorry, I was just going to ask. Do you know what channel it's on? Just so I can find it.
If you click on UEFA.com / UEFA Conference League / draws, it should come up live on there.
This is a money grabbing opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, yeah.
It's only really why it was invented, wasn't it?
Hey, we know why they invented it. I mean, look. Here we go. He's in. Mini me. Apparently it's on BT Sport 1.
I ain't got BT Sport 1, so yeah, I'm gonna have to find it on UEFA.com.
Yeah. If you just go onto the main page, UEFA Conference League round of draw, there's a link in there. They're not even on stage yet. The good old conference, eh? I can tell you what, Jake, when you're the last team that's English team in the Champions League, then you've got something to brag about. Fourth place went into the Conference League, but Spurs bottled it. It's school holidays. Anyway, let's just.
they've got what's it, Conte, and they're bottling it.
He's there at the draw. What's he doing there at the draw?
No, I'm just talking about Conte with Spurs. I mean, Spurs have got Conte as their manager, and even then they're still bottling it. If Conte can't save them, no one can.
Exactly.
It's the hit to be a third to them.
Yeah, we'll just go through some information here. So the round of 16 is going to be on the 10th and 17th of March. The quarterfinals early April, the semi-finals end of April, early May, and the final, should we make it, will be in Tirana, Albania on the 28th of May. This is all presuming, of course, we're not going to have World War III going on around it. You don't know. Albania's a little bit close, you know.
It's already had an impact on the F1 because titles has the title sponsored by a Russian company, and they've had that.
There isn't a Russian round of Formula One, is there? But
no, there is a Russian. He's driving for Haas. Then he brings the money in for because they're title sponsors. But the problem
there isn't. We don't hold one in Russia, do we? At the moment,
yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Oh, do they? Oh, right. That'll be cancelled. I reckon that'll be cancelled.
Well, they're saying they're going to boycott it if it plans to go ahead.
Oh, right.
So apparently, the F1 saying they're going to go ahead with it.
Right. Well, this is what the regulations say about the Europa League. The 8 group winners are joined by the 8 winners of the knockout round playoffs, which obviously are us. The round of 16 pairings are determined by means of a draw in accordance with the following principles. UEFA League Cup winners, group winners must be drawn against the 8 winners of the knockout. Clubs of the same association cannot be drawn against each other. That's not a problem because Tottenham aren't in it. Did I say that out loud? The UEFA Europa League group winners play the return leg at home. So we're at home for the first leg, whatever, then away. And obviously the next 8 go through
this tournament was designed for Tottenham and they still can't win it.
I know. They don't play and they get knocked out.
I mean, I'm sorry, if we were in this competition, we would get to the semis at least. Come on.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I actually had a thought that Tottenham might actually win the damn thing, but apparently not.
I have a bet on them.
No. So these are the group winners. These are the seeded teams: AZ Alkmaar, Basel, Copenhagen, Feyenoord, Ghent, Lask, Rennes, and Roma.
Did you just say Basel?
Basel.
It's not Basil Bush, mate.
It is Basel. It is Basel to me. Yeah, exactly. Faulty Towers, Basel.
It's the Siberian hamster.
You do sound very much like him. That's worrying.
Fuck off.
I'm gonna have fun. I'm going to have fun then with these other ones, aren't I? These are the knockout ones. They're the ones who made it through last night. Bodo Glimt, the multi-named Norwegian side. Leicester City, of course. Marseille, Partizan, PSV Eindhoven, Fenerbahce, Slavia Prague. I think Payet, Greece, Rapid Vienna, and Vitesse. So those are all the teams that are in it. So this is who Leicester can be drawn against, which is basically any of the first mentioned teams
if you get
there.
By Roma, you're fucked.
Well, to be honest, we'll look at that. We're going to look at that very quickly in a minute. But yeah, who does everybody want? Who does everybody want? Do you want an easy draw, maybe against Lask? That's probably the easiest. Or do you want to play Jose Mourinho's Roma, as they are now known? That's their official title, according to Sky. Or do you want? I don't know who I'd want from that lot, to be honest with you. I'd like to get through, so I'd like to get Slavia Prague in the next round and get revenge on them.
I'd love to just knock them out just for what happened last year.
Well, exactly. So that's who we can get. So basically, quickly going through the teams. Alkmaar here is better known. Alkmaar Zandstreek, simply known as AZ. So it's a lot easier for me. Obviously Dutch. The club plays in the Eredivisie, the highest professional football league in the Netherlands. And they are currently sitting in 4th in their league, and they haven't lost in the last 5. So that's Alkmaar. then Basel for Stephen, who corrects me on my pronunciation. Quite rightly, Steve. Quite rightly. Basel 1893. Yeah, it's a Swiss football team based in, of course, Basel, somewhere in wherever they are. Formed in 1893, the club has been the Swiss national cup champions 20 times, Swiss Cup winners 12 times, and Swiss League Cup winners once. And they are sat in third at the moment in their league, and they have won two, lost one in the last 5.
I swear they've also beaten like the likes of Chelsea in their own back garden.
To be honest with you, there's a lot of teams here, like Copenhagen. We've actually met them before, and it was in the Champions League. So there's a lot of...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Basel have been in the Champions League, and they beat Chelsea in their...
So these, Roma, it's amazing how some of them, not have fallen, that would be a bit unfair to say, but... Copenhagen here, professional Danish football club. We could get Denmark again. And it was founded in 1992 to the merger of two teams that I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce. But they are top of... Do you want to have a go, Steve?
Bold Kloppen.
That's the easy one.
Copenhagen.
Well done, mate. Well done. I'm impressed. I couldn't do that with my teeth, I'll tell you.
I think that'd be a silent J, so Copenhagen.
But Copenhagen are top of their league. They've not lost again in 5, and they've won 3 of those. So that won't be easy, but we have played them before, so we've maybe got nothing to sort of fear at all. And when we've got Feyenoord.
Feyenoord Rotterdam. You're going to get a load of Danish teams going to come in and say, that's not how you spell it. That's not how you say it.
I have copied and pasted that off the UEFA website. So if it's not how you spell it,
you sure that went at Wikipedia?
Yeah, have a look at that. Yeah, well, all the facts are off Wikipedia. Feyenoord is one of the most successful clubs in Dutch football. They've won 15 titles, 13 cups, and 4 Johan Cruyff Shields. It has also won the European Cup and 2 UEFA Cups. Again, another big name that's down here. Feyenoord, they are sitting in 3rd in their league. Won 4, but they did lose last time out. Mike said Basel knocked out United out of the group stages in 11-12 in the Champions League when they had Shaqiri. I thought Niall was your friend, but he is actually asking this question. Arsenal in the draw, Christian Stephen. Niall. You know, they get a 1-1 draw away from home, and they suddenly think they're good, don't they?
No. Do you know that? Do you know that breath that you're feeling on the back of your shoulder right now? That's called Arsenal about to take 4 from your. That's called Arsenal taking 4 away from you because you're worried about the Champions League. So carry on.
I'm beginning to wonder if nobody wants the 4th place.
Hey, look, the one that I keep saying, everyone that's the most consistent team at the minute, you'd have to sit there and say is Arsenal.
Yeah,
it's the most consistent. So there you go. Then we got, and everyone said that we were going to struggle against Wolves. I said if we could beat them at Molineux, we could beat them at the Emirates. Not saying that we will, but I said we can.
Yeah,
we did.
No,
and we went 1-0 down, and instead of bottling it like we usually do, we went and won it. So
we've got a little mini battle going on here. Mike says Motherwell ain't here, which is aimed at Niall. But Niall gets back with either a Newport, so fair dues. I will call that one a draw. Anyway, Ghent from Belgium. Oh my God. Yeah, that's what they used to be known as. Thank God we can just call them Ghent.
Yeah, but this is like Koningschik Athletic. Probably is that how you say it? That's how probably I say it.
Like we said, luckily they're known as Ghent. So
East Flanders. I remember spending time there when I went to Belgium one time. It's quite nice actually. We were about 2 miles. We were literally a mile out of Ypres. And the hotel we stayed at was literally on the German front line, which was quite nice. It was just like the gardens had the gardens at the hotel had where the German front line used to run through.
All right.
But
Anthony, Belgium's a lovely country. I would certainly take it. And they've been playing in the top league since 1989-90, but they are currently 5th, 3 wins, a loss, and a draw.
I was going to say, this competition, I think the only thing I do like about this competition is that it gives other teams a chance to try and compete in Europe.
I mean, it's a trophy at the end of the day.
I mean, for teams in England, I think we've got the top 4 and then we've got the top 6. So I think we've got enough places for European football. Right? Most of if you're in the top 10, apart from 2 positions, you could be in 3 positions. You can be in the top 10. You can be in Europe, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying it's not really necessary for teams like us, maybe, to be in it because we've got so much spaces available, right? Whereas teams that we've only got, like I think Netherlands only got about 3. Russia have only got about 2, or something like that. And I'm just picking random countries where they've only got a limited amount of space because of the way it works. That's where I feel like Greek football used to be right up there. Now it only gets back 2 or 3 places in European football. So
but
that's where
football,
I feel
isn't it?
Yeah, but that's why I feel it should give it. Yeah, and that's why I feel this competition works. It gives them more of a chance to get in European football. It should be fairer all round, to be fair. But again,
you're talking to somebody, and I know we've been in the Champions League, but it's a farce because it should just be for the champions.
That's what I'm saying. I've always said that Champions League. I've always said like be in the Champions League because you're the champions of Europe, right?
Yeah,
and then everyone else goes in the Europa League and the Conference League.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it should be.
Yeah. But this, I agree totally.
But
this is last
but it takes away the competition, so they won't do that because it makes money.
Well, it takes away the money, doesn't it? And the
that's
viewers.
Why they've readjusted it now in 2024. So
let's be honest with you, they certainly have Liverpool or Arsenal or Man United going straight than the champions of Scotland or Finland or somewhere like that, who should go in automatically but don't. But anyway, this is Lask. I'd never heard of Lask, but they're from Austria. Leicester Athletic Sport Club. There we go. I had to go at that one. Commonly known as Lask, thank God. Austrian professional football club from the upper Austrian state capital Linz. It's the oldest football club in that region. In the top league, but they are at the moment sat in 8th. So they are the lowest placed team in their own league that we could face. And that, I think you'd have to say, no disrespect to them, but on paper, that would probably look the easiest draw. In fact, I'll bring that up. There we go. It would look like the easiest draw on paper that we can get. And then we've got Rennes in France. They are sitting 5th again in their league. I've got 2 mouse here and I keep pressing the wrong one.
Decent team.
And they are 5th in their league at the moment. They've got some big names above them there. 3 wins. They win, they've lost, they've won, they've lost, they've won. Shake it all about, isn't it? It's in out, shake it all about time with Rennes. So depends on the look of it. It depends on which Rennes turn up. And finally, like I say, they are called Roma, but if you listen to BT Sport, as I say, they are officially known as Jose Mourinho Roma. That's their full title now. And that would be the glamour.
He gets his own team named after him now. Named after him. Just to sit there for 2 seasons and then piss off again.
Well, yeah, that's how Italy do it, isn't it? You know, based in Rome, obviously founded by a merger in 27, Roma have participated in the top tier of Italian football for all of their existence, except for the 51-52 season. currently sitting 5th. They've got Atlanta, Lazio, and Fiorentina just above them. Bit inconsistent at the moment. Last 5, they've drawn 3, won 2. I mean, would you agree there with that, Stephen, looking at that the last game is probably the easiest one that we can get?
Probably. I mean, it's a toss-up between, let's say, Lask. Ghent is also another one you could mention. So, yeah. Rennes is a great away day. I remember when they came to the Emirates, I was there at the game.
Right, wow.
They were setting flares outside the stadium, let alone in bloody inside the stadium.
I never know how this works, how foreign teams are able to sneak flares into the ground.
I ain't got a clue, mate. Like, they check me like I've been, like I'm going down for a freaking strip search. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I know.
Usually.
Yeah.
So how do they sneak in? I don't know. They must have crammed it in their freaking...
And then we get
I'm not even going to mention where they fucking cram it in, but there you go.
Yeah. Mike says Rene is good for indigestion. Oh, Michael. Michael. You got to have one of those, I'm afraid. I can sneak a Pepsi under my seat. I can't sneak a Pepsi under my seat. Exactly. Exactly,
That's
mate.
what I'm saying.
Exactly.
If I take a can of Coke that's not even been open yet, they're like, you can't take that in there. This is a bottle. And I'm like, it's not even open. What do you think I put in there?
Yes. Yeah, I know.
Put something in there and seal it, am I?
I can remember, I go back further than you, obviously, because I'm a hell of a lot older, but I can remember in the 70s, I actually was not allowed to take in a plastic Coke bottle because it was deemed an offensive weapon. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, it's a sealed can of Coke.
Yeah.
How the hell have I managed to sneak a grenade in there?
No, well, if you take your bottle of Coke disguised as a flare, you'd get it in.
I didn't say it was a grenade. They said, but that's how you're treating it as. You're treating it like I've snapped some explosives in there or something. Right?
This is true. But can I just say, apart from Celtic, who, sorry, Chris Sutton, aren't through, I want to just name a few teams that, and Mike will possibly remember these, a few teams that we didn't or were unable to get in the draw. Mainly because they're not in Europe, but that's that. I'm stretching it here for comedic effect.
I don't know if Mike. I know Mike not remembers Villarreal.
Yeah, or Mikey, as he's being known in the chat at the moment. You know.
Mate, I think the last time. I think trust me. Like when it comes to European watch-alongs, like Mikey's already banned me from doing that with him again. I've won the last time.
Oh, I won't ask. Ant says Tottenham as well. So these are teams that we can't get. If you wonder where these are from, just go on to Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube, give us a sub, and look under the quiz heading, and you'll find this. I think it's quiz, Big Fat Football Quiz 2, number 3. We couldn't be drawn against Deportivo Moron. Probably, thankfully. Now, you know, you might think that might be the nickname for Arsenal, but it isn't. It isn't.
That was a nickname for Arteta, isn't it?
Hey, 28 minutes to get a dig in about Arteta. Well done, mate. I had you down for 10.
It's Deportivo, and it's a Spanish club where it's got to be Arteta's team, isn't it?
Deportivo Moron from Argentina. It also can't be FL Fart because they actually play Norway, so they actually could take part. But I'd love to play.
Came up with these names.
Yeah, give us an F, give us an A, give us an R, give us a T, give us a fart. Yes. You know when they say that you blow the ball into the opponent's net?
They're taking it to extremes. You know what I mean?
They really are. They really are. The other one from Peru. But I love this name.
Who just sat there and decided? You know what? I'm going to name I'm going to start a new team. I'm going to name it FL Fart.
Well, I tell you what, that is better than being called Deportivo Wanker.
Don't tell me there's a team called that.
And there is. They're from Peru.
I changed my mind. Deportivo Moron's not Arteta's team.
You take it back. I knew you would. I was waiting for that. Deportivo. Can you imagine? Oh, like you say, I'm a fox or I'm a gunner. I'm a yes. Well, I'm not going to go there because you'll clip it and always use it against me. But
I don't know who this troll is that keeps calling my private number. You can try all you like. You ain't going to stop me from doing what I'm doing. So shut up. Leave me alone.
Ignore him, block him. And the last one we can't draw.
You can't block the private, and you have to answer it because it could be the hospital for you, bloody know.
Oh, of course, yes, of course. Well, the last one, as Mike has quite rightly said there, again, I'd love to play this team, Seaman Padang. Now, let's be honest with you. You could have seen that one coming, couldn't you?
It's like the commentator said, it was always used to when Arsenal back in the day, back in the double winning time, whenever David Seaman made a save, Seaman saves a shot.
Yes.
Oh no!
I mean, Seaman Padang. What? Like I say,
that's what he had to say. He had to say on the end. He has a shot. He saves a shot on goal. It just doesn't sound right otherwise.
No. I love those names. I mean, they obviously do mean something different in their language. Mike, you're right there, but it doesn't take away the comedic value of them. Oh, brilliant! And we are we are live. So, mind you, that said, knowing UEFA. It probably could be an hour or so before we. I've got the sound off because obviously I don't want to get a letter off UEFA. Right. Can we all back off Mike a little bit here? He obviously doesn't like that, so let's all back off. Terry says, "Do you remember when they lobbed Seaman?" Oh, Terry. Static, welcome along. How the devil are you, sir?
Is it the same tune as the Europa League?
It's very, very similar. Because it's even called, you can't actually tag the Conference League in. You have to tag Europa League in because it's the Europa Conference. Yeah, Static, the trolls leave Stephen alone. Hello, Facebook user.
They want me. They call me up after the hospital, and I'm like, "You ain't gonna stop me, you twat. So fuck off." Move on.
Hello, Chris. I hope you get a favourable. Do you want to play home or away first? We have no choice. Not sure you are, mate, because it doesn't show up on my screen here, as you can see. But we play home first. We have no choice in the matter. We are home first. So Roma's going to be the hardest draw for us, wouldn't it, Stephen?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think they're their favourites, aren't they?
Well, apparently the joint favourites, I think, with some with us. Whether that is sort of just English bias of English bookmakers, I don't know, because we were favourites for the Europa League with Napoli.
To be honest, I actually thought you would actually do well this season, innit?
Well, we all did. Bring on Roma, says Scott. Good morning, sir. How are you? Tim Grant, imagine if they named a team in Peru or league called... No, we won't read that out, Tim. I'm good, Chris. I hope you're well. Good luck in the Europa Conference League. Thanks a lot, Static. We are still on the Charabanc on our European tour, which... For those of you that wanted us to play Barcelona, look what happened to Napoli. They are now out. So I think if we'd got Barcelona, although, yes, we won 7-2, the first leg was perfect, really, apart from letting in the goal, which we seem to do every game now anyway. So it's just a given. I forgot what I was going to say now. What was I going to say? That's the thing with getting old, you see. Alzheimer's is setting in, But yeah, we're in. Well,
Just
that was
be
it.
patient, guys. He's got to take his time. That's all.
I do indeed. No, in fairness, I would say it's Barcelona. Yes, it would have been great as a one-off. The two legs that we played, the second leg we won last night 3-1. The result mattered more than, or the result seemed to matter more than the performance, because the performance was awful. Although it's hard to say that when you go away and win 3-1, it was an awful performance, but it was. When you get a team like Randers having 23 shots on goal, you know, had they got their shooting boots on, we could have been looking out of Europe as well. But hey ho, we're still in there. We're still in there.
What I love is when people, it's when the older generation said, "Don't worry, you'll get older someday." It's where you just go, "Yeah, but you won't be allowed to bloody sit. You won't be allowed to take a piss out of us."
That is true. That is true.
That's why we can do it now, because we know we're going to get away with it. You won't be going to do it. Give it back.
Oh, true. Niall says, "Did you get Roma? The actual draw itself hasn't started yet, mate. It's about to."
Like half an hour of crap talking.
Yeah, they're going to bring some player on that we've never heard of, that plays for FL Fart in Norway, that's won an award for something. I just hope none of their games follow through. Can you imagine? That would be shit. Mike says he thinks he'll get Rennes. Scott, correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, but hasn't the special one got sacked after his team's playing as he did for Chelsea?
Imagine if FL Fart plays FL Fart versus FL follow through.
I want to see Deportivo Wanka play Seaman Padang, to be honest with you. That would be the game. That would be the game that we would want to see. That Mike says I think we'll get Rennes. I mean, to be honest with you, if we could win this, and like I said, it is only the conference, but for me, it would be like a real feather in the cap because it's the first season.
Yeah, this is the only time everyone's going to notice someone won that league. It's the first winners of winning it.
Yeah, I mean, it gets equal coverage with the Europa League. And you could say that
he's trying to make excuses to make it sound viable.
It's hard to make when you call something the Conference League. It is hard to build it up and make it.
This is what I said. I don't want Arsenal and conference in the same sentence. That was evolved in the 1800s when we were first formed. Since we've been in the top flight, it's never been since. I don't want it back. Thank you.
How have you ever done in the Champions League? Have you ever won it?
Yeah, but I'd rather do that than have a conference next to my name.
I think we're about to start. Tim says, FL Fart, lol. Go on to Leicester Till I Die TV. Look under quizzes. Big Fat Football Quiz 2, number 3. And watch the last round, or watch it all, please. But the last round, you'll see where that come from. But as I say, it's still not as good as, ladies and gentlemen, Deportivo Wanka will be playing Seaman Padang.
At least you know it works.
Yes. Just a good at passing. Wow. You think of it as an English conference, lads, when it's Europa Conference, easy to get confused. It's just a bad choice of name, unfortunately. It's probably not as bad as in any other country.
Then you might actually...
No. Don't call it conference, call it UEFA European Champions League. The actual name Conference League, it's actually the Europa Conference League to give it its full proper name. Like I say, you can't hashtag Europa Conference. It doesn't exist anywhere to tag anybody in. You've got to go through Europa League. So technically we're in the Europa League B.
You can do UC, you can do UECL. Hashtag
Can
UECL.
you?
Yeah. I've seen people do it. Plenty of them.
Oh, fair. I haven't even looked for that, so that's a good point. Thank you for that. Because I will use that. I will use that in the future.
Let me have a look. Hashtag UE.
Here we go. There's another half-hour intro.
Yeah, look.
It works, does it?
It's got its own hashtag. He comes up with it with the picture of the trophy.
UECL. Brilliant, right? That's
I've
learned something today.
Yeah.
Can I just say, when they explain the rules,
the same picture of the same picture of the UEL one next to it, just with green next to it, not yellow.
Right. Can I just say how when I did the introduction and explained all the rules, I think I went through it in about 2 minutes.
Oh no, it's just got someone.
Why are they drawing? Why are they taking so long to do what I did in 2 minutes? They need to get me over there.
There you go. Look, they're introducing someone from Hanover, 96. So basically, he's had an Hanover. He's had 96 Hanovers.
See what? He's short, isn't he?
Jesus
is that
Christ,
you, Ant? Ant, is that you? Ant, I'm sure that's you.
Mate, the person not seeing that short is probably Lewis Hamilton, and I've grown. Like when I took a picture of him, I was the same height as him. I was only 18 at the time. I've grown since then.
Is Altin Lala? Again, that's an unfortunate name, isn't it? Altin Lala.
Was he on his head?
He's. They couldn't give him a box. Nobody would have noticed behind the table if he was on a box, would they? Let's be honest.
Honestly, I bet his teammates. So if he plays up front as a striker, I bet his teammates is like, I can't put the ball to you. I can't see you, mate. behind
Right. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but we'll try this. I'm going to get started in a minute, UEFA. Final question. Hey. Scott says he prefers Ghent or Feyenoord. I'd prefer Lask, to be honest with you. But then again, I wanted us to get Wickham in the FA Cup that time.
I prefer the year out and get Champions League.
Yes. It does do you good in the Premier League, though. There's no doubt about it. Not having that was what helped us, I think, when we won the Premier League that time. That we were the only team fighting for it that didn't have Europe.
Oh, and Chelsea decided the Champions League had their probably worst defence to a title ever.
No, in fact, Leicester was the worst defence. I hate to admit it.
But hang on, that was more like people expected you not expecting to defend as well as other teams.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, in fairness, we finished 11th, I think it was, and Chelsea finished 10th when they sacked Mourinho. So
but Chelsea, they did not expect them to finish 10th.
No. In fairness, did. But then again, would you have expected Leicester to finish 11th? Probably not that low.
No, but I would have expected them to finish about 7th or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
And they're still talking.
Further off the prediction, I think Chelsea, for what the club they are, that was embarrassing. That's why I say it's worse, because of the stature of the club they are. They shouldn't be doing that.
Here we go. It's still going on. Do you think these guys are paid per word?
Probably. I'll finish these quiz cooking then. I'll finish this. This is a grab bag.
I'm gonna. I tell you what. By the time this is drawn, I'll be drawing my pension.
I thought you already were.
Hey. Terry, just had a thought. Is Abramovich one of those Russian guys who they're going to take money from? Yes, they are, and I think he's been. Yeah,
I think they'll have their assets seized or something.
I don't think he's even allowed in the country from the.
He's not even.
He's
not. Hang on.
No.
I don't. Yeah, but people are saying, is it going to affect Chelsea? It won't affect Chelsea.
No.
You wait for the FA and the government are corrupt as anything. Like, they know the amount of money they make from having these clubs in the league and having the money pumped into them. So they won't affect that. They see the amount of money that gets fronted in by Chelsea. It won't, they surely won't. No way.
No. Now, how many clubs have got stay away owners anyway? Arsenal.
This is what I'm saying.
No,
but this is what I'm saying.
Oh, here we go. Sorry, Stephen. We're joining the first one here. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. Who is it?
Who was it?
Who was that? Oh, Stade Rennais.
Stade Rennais.
Yeah. And plus, they knew this situation with Ukraine has been brewing for years, about 10 odd years. If that was the case, why did they let Everton and Bournemouth be bought by Russian owners? If they knew this was coming.
Yeah.
Everyone knew this is coming. So they're corrupt as anything. If they see anyone that will bring money in, which is what they've done, don't let them buy them. They won't stop it. Unless they get forced to by the
Basel.
fans.
They're playing Basel.
Basel. The only way they'll stop it is if the fans riot against it. They said this is wrong, you've got to stop them.
How can they play Basel? They can't play Basel. Oh, yes, no, Rennes can, yeah. Sorry, they can.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it the wrong way around.
wrong box.
Of course, they're pulling out the unseeded teams first.
Okay. Leicester City. Oh, here we go.
Is it?
Roma. Come on. Get Roma. Oh, I swear to God, I'm gonna laugh if it's Roma. Please be Roma. I'll just pick a ball.
Oh. So we are playing Stade Rennais. So it's a trip to France for us.
Okay.
Ooh. Hang on. Who are we playing? Hang on, I'm getting this confused now. Who did we draw?
Hang on. So, who's playing Basel?
And we are.
Hang on. Basel are playing Leicester. You're playing Stade Rennais. The Olympique Marseille are playing Basel.
And they're messing it up. I'm going to think. I'm going to. And I'm not going to do that.
Marseille goes at the top. Basel goes at the top. And then it's you and Rennais. Then it's POK versus Ghent.
And Pack of place, of playing Ghent.
Right. Yeah. Okay. We've missed the first one out. That's why. Right. Vitesse. Who are they playing?
This is the fourth one, isn't it?
Yeah. Rennes is a decent side, man. You'll struggle. You'll struggle against them. Then they're a pretty decent side.
Oh, Roma.
Wow. That's a tough draw. That is a tough draw for them.
No, I did make a mess of that. I can't follow you, UEFA. It's hard to work out what they're saying.
No, you missed the first one. That's why.
Right. I've decided to leave that anyway. Eindhoven, PSV. There's some big names in this competition, isn't there? Really?
There is some big names in there, actually. But that's the thing with like the Europa League as well. When it gets to this stage of the competition where you see the big names.
Yeah, that's true.
It's only a Champions League where you get the big team name.
Three draws to go. Eindhoven playing Copenhagen.
Good.
Slavia Prague. I would have loved them to get Roma.
Yeah, wouldn't you? Feyenoord would be a good test win.
Oh, no. That is probably Lask is, like I said at the start, probably the easiest team that was left in it. So Slavia Prague are playing Lask. Oh, it's the team with two names. Bobo Glimt. Can you imagine being called Arsenal Tottenham?
No, just not even ask. Don't even go there.
Oh, Alkmaar. AZ, they're playing.
AZ.
Yeah.
So that obviously leaves.
Partizan Belgrade.
Partizan Belgrade. And they'll play.
They've got to play Feyenoord. It's the only one that's
Feyenoord,
left, isn't
then.
it?
Yeah, Feyenoord.
Some interesting ties.
Not bad looking games there. I would say. You'll face a tough test against Rennes.
Yes, yeah. But then again, we should be whoever we get at this stage should be putting it. Mike says Nottingham Leicester. Yeah, it's like saying Man United Liverpool. Let's throw Man United Liverpool. I'd say Man City, but Man City are too good to be paired with Man United at the moment. So let's just go through the full or Totars. That is yeah. Let's leave that one. But anyway, the full draw is Olympique de Marseille will play Basel, Leicester City versus Stade Rennais. PAOK, is it PAC? PAC, I think, will play Ghent.
PAOK.
Vitesse will play Roma. Eindhoven, Copenhagen. Slavia Prague, Lask. Bodo Glimt, Alkmaar. Partizan, Feyenoord. So let's just have a look at our opponents again. Which wasn't that one. It was this one. So we have got Stade Rennais. So let's just have another quick look at who they are. Again, they are commonly referred to as Stade Rennais. It's a French professional football club based in Reims, Brittany. Oh, it's only a short journey. It's Brittany. We're not even going to go to the far end of France. They're competing League One, top tier French football. But I can say they're there in 5th place, which is obviously good when you compare it to where Leicester are. But look at the form. 1-1, lost 1, 1-1, lost 1, 1-1. So, it's not... It's not going to be easy, but it's not the hardest of games, in fairness, and if we go out to a team like this, I don't think it's as bad as if we'd gone out against, if we played Lask and lost. That's not easy to say. If we won Lask and lost, then...
mate,
it's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? It's like if we'd gone out to Randers, So that could be worse. So that's Rons we're playing.
It's like Spurs playing more.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Yes. For those of you that don't know them, they're a small team in North London. Spurs. Exactly. So that's it then. And when we play them, 10th of March is the first leg, 17th the second. We are at home in the first leg, away in the second. And looking forward to it. let's just get rid of that. Scott says, personally, Chris thought that if Tottenham and Arsenal did join together, they would be sure Tottenham was the starting name. Should get through, says Facebook your user. Laborde is a baller for Rons. I don't know any of their players at all. And Mike said this is basically the Europa League with the size and history of the clubs in this tournament. To say some of them have been in not so long ago in the Champions League, Mike. Smarty. Oh, Scott's having a go at you, Stephen. I think they are. Have they lost Conte yet? Has he left? I think he's on the way out, isn't he?
Overshadowing us.
I know. Have you upset Scott in some way?
I've won the most in the last 5 years.
Say that again, sorry.
Who's won the most in the last 5 years?
Tottenham or you? Or Leicester or you?
Out of Tottenham and Arsenal.
Oh, no. I think Arsenal are the bigger team than Tottenham at the moment.
Mate, they are forever in our shadow. Always.
Well, all I will say is Tottenham third in a 2-horse race, But hey, Stephen, it was just it's been an hour. Good God. Thanks for joining me.
Much, innit? That's how long it takes to do a conference. That's how long it takes UEFA to do a draw.
A draw, yeah. Now, Stephen, just
no wonder they can't run the thing properly.
Well, there's a lot of brown. I'm surprised they said they didn't draw the names out of brown envelopes. That would have been more apt for UEFA, allegedly. Stephen, you do a lot for charity. If anybody's not checked Stephen, give him a chance now to give a shout out to his channels and tell us about the charity that you support.
Yes, so we support Children's Disabilities Foundation with every stream we do. So if you watch us on SVD TV, we do Arsenal football content and liver awareness shows as well, and it's all to raise money for Children's Disabilities Foundation, and that's just by watching us. That's also by becoming a member from as little as $1.99 a month, as well as doing a super chat as well. We also also now doing the F1 content on a new channel, which is SVD F1, where we've been covering this morning the test session. So, and we'll be doing, I've got more content coming away on that one. So yeah, busy as usual.
Well, make sure you do. Well done, mate. Make sure you get over there, support Steve. It does support a great charity, worthy charity, and just following him, subscribing, whatever you can do, helps him out immensely. Stephen, thanks very much for coming on, mate. Who have you got at the weekend? Man. Who have you got at the weekend?
We ain't got anyone this weekend, actually.
Oh, of course, no, the same as us. The same.
Our game's postponed, I believe.
Yeah. Do we? They could have brought our game forward if we could have played each other, couldn't we? Yeah.
That's why I don't get it. We're still waiting for the game against Tottenham to be dated. And why couldn't they play it this weekend?
Well, Tottenham, I think, will probably have another game, won't they? It's because of the Carabao Cup, isn't it? That Chelsea are playing Liverpool, and that's who we would have been playing. But
so why can't they brought forward the one of the games in hand that we could have played? That's what I just don't get. But yeah, we played Watford on Sunday.
Do we ever get?
No.
Do we ever get the FA?
This is why I said this. Will it affect these? What's going on in Russia, Ukraine? Will it really affect these teams? Not probably, because the FA they're corrupt as anything.
Yeah, brilliant, mate. Take care. Thanks for coming on, and I'll see you around, obviously, either on here or on your channel. Thanks very much, Stephen.
Take care.
Cheers. Thanks a lot, mate. Thanks for Stephen for joining us. Please get over and give his channel a like. It was a late addition to the show, so I'm going to add his contact details in the description below. But just to run through them again, it's Marseille will play Basel, Leicester will play Rennes, Prague will play Ghent, Vitesse Roma, PSV Copenhagen, Slavia Prague Lask, Bode Glimt will play Alkmaar, Partizan will play Feyenoord. Just wondering, that Bode Glimt, they're not getting through because they've actually got two teams on the pitch, have they? Surely not. UEFA though. Who knows? Allegedly. I've got to cover it up with allegedly. How are we feeling about it? It could have been worse. I didn't want to get Roma, to be honest with you. Yes, it was the plum tie, I suppose. But I'd like to get them, and without being pushing Leicester too much, I'd like to get them in the final if we are going to meet them at all. Hey, any games. I mean, all these teams here, these are teams that qualified out of their group. So they are possibly teams that we could have met in the Europa League. So we shouldn't take any of them lightly. But it's going to be interesting. But guys, the European tour goes on. Yes, we may be in a Skoda, not a BMW at the moment. But can I ask one thing of you, if you would be so kind?
Watch us on YouTube.
Listen on your favourite podcast platform.
Or ask your smart speaker
To play the podcast Leicester Till I Die.
Subscribe, like, follow, and join in now.
Indeed. And Scott said he's nervous. Yeah, me too, mate. Me too. Thanks for watching. I'm going to be back tonight at 9 o'clock over on Turf Moorhouse TV. Great guy, Dan. Get over there and give us a watch. There's myself and Brad. We're doing a Leicester takeover of the show. And it's the prediction show for the weekend's games. I think we've already done the Southampton-Norwich prediction. And then 7 p.m. on Sunday. It's a bit earlier than normal because next week we've got a game on Tuesday, so it messes all the shows up. We're having to move everything around. So 7 p.m. on Sunday, 7 p.m. on Sunday. It's the weekend roundup when we look back at the Premier League games, and that's with Miss Melina, who is joining us from Canada. And she's a big Arsenal fan. Maybe they're taking over my show. Who knows? Thanks very much, Mike. Means a lot. Thanks for that. Community service tonight at 9 o'clock. Indeed, it is. I should be running out of time there. I think I'm doing something with him on Saturday as well, a watch along. We just joined at the hip. Thanks very much. Thanks for watching. If you're listening to this on podcast, Amazon, Apple iTunes, Google, Spotify, Podcast Alley, just to name a few. Thank you so much for listening. That goes from strength to strength. Please, like I say, give us a sub, and I will see you tonight at 9 o'clock. Thanks so much now. Take care. Bye-bye.
Leicester Till I Die podcasts on the Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google, Anchor, and all podcast platforms.
The Leicester Till I Die shop is now open.
for all your Leicester Till I Die merchandise.
Visit the Leicester Till I Die shop at our website. Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye and see you next time.
That's all, folks.
Some people are on the pitch, they think it's all over. It is now.